Today, we will continue to build a stock monitoring system. What we have finished yesterday was 2 tables, 1 query, and 2 forms. Again, I will recap. This is our inventory table with the corresponding fields, and also our history. This is our fields for history. Then this also our form for our entries, and if we will check here in form before insert, we have code, this one. Automatically, if we will input some description, it will auto generate our item code, which is from our current date and time. That's why here it's now, and this is the format. We combine the year, month, day, hour, minutes, and seconds as our item code, and this one to cancel, and this one to save our items. Then we've done also our transaction form to one, and this transaction form, our record source is history. So this one is the field coming from our history table, and here this is also linked with our search result. This is Listbox. This is the one. Whatever the column here in the list box, this is column 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one, column 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And also we rename this particular text box txt product ID, item code, and here txt description, and this one txt item price, and this quantity on hand, or QOH. So this one is linked with our list box, and also this search box, the name is search for. So whatever we enter here, automatically it will update as our search result. So this is our code. This one, this is our code to search our items. Look, if I type here 1946, 1946, automatically also it showing 1946. Look, if I select also, automatically here will update. If I select this one, here also will update. So now, as you can see here, screen, if we will open, automatically it will fill with our history entries. So we need to modify also that one, so that every time we'll open, it should be from blank. Otherwise, whatever our entries here, it will override. Okay. For now, I will not hide first this one because I will show you how this one work. This is from our history fields. So I will link this field also, or I will fill this field whatever the data coming here. So it becomes our history. So let's say this one is product ID is 8. If I click stack in, automatically whatever the data, it will fill our history field. So we'll modify our text box here. Again, this one is quantity on hand, and here I will modify some text box. So I will change the name here, stuck in. Again, this is from table history. Before we proceed with code for stuck in, I need to put some or rename our text box. So this is stuck in. I will change the name here, txt stuck in, I will modify this one, quantity, and here also I will modify quantity out, and here quantity in. This is very important, quantity in, and here quantity out. Again, I will modify. I will change to txt stuck in, and this one also I will modify or rename txt stuck out, and here I will change also to txt transaction type, and here txt wrong spelling. I will modify history transaction date. Okay. Still transaction date. Okay, correct. I will modify here txt transaction date. Again, I will explain to you why I put here this one. If we will enter whatever we select here, if we will click stuck in, automatic will fill the corresponding field. This one is for ID, this is history, and this one for ID, this one for description, and so on. So here, whatever I enter in a quantity in, it will go to stuck in, txt stuck in. Whatever I enter here quantity out, it will go also into stuck out as our history. Then transaction type also stuck in and stuck out. Then the stuck quantity. Now we will put our code, but before, since every time we'll open, it's showing the first record in our history, so we need to remove first that one, so that we'll start with blank, and here I will put some code here on current. I will put do cmd that go to record active object, comma, then URIC. Okay, so this is our code on current. Then also I need to add also code in here on load here. Again, I will copy this one, because this onload, if we will put here, this will execute only once, but if you navigate to next records, this one will not usable. That's why I put also same code in our form current, because in form current, every time we will navigate, it will move to the new record. So meaning whatever entries here and we'll click stuck in, it will not override the current record. That's why I need to, if we will open this form, automatically will move to the next record. So that's the purpose why I put some code on load and on current here. Then I will put also me that search result equal me that search result here, then that item data. So we'll start with 1. This is the our record in here, this one. If we will load our form, then me that search for that set focus. So meaning this search for, this is the one, search for our cursor. If we will open our cursor, will be focused on this one. Look, our cursor is here, and also here is new record. So if we have transaction here, it will not override the current record. Otherwise, if we will open this one with existing, if we will click, it will override even not the same ID. Okay, now we are done. So we will put now our code on stuck in here. Just select this stuck in button, then I will type here me dot txt stock quantity equal our quantity on hand. This one, txt stock quantity, this one. So if I will click this stock in, automatically whatever the quantity here in quantity on hand, it will fill our txt stock quantity. Next, I will put dim db as DAO.database, then dim rst as DAO.recordShift, then set db equal current db, then set rst equal db dot open record set, open parenthesis, then double quote. Now we will put our select query, select inventory quantity from inventory. So this is our table, inventory table, where product ID equal, we put double quote, then we will concatenate whatever in the field me.txt product ID, then we will close, then with rst, then dot edit, then inventory quantity equal, again we'll put inventory quantity plus me dot quantity in. So this is the one, quantity in. I will put here in z, so if null we will put 0, then we will update. So our existing inventory, this one, we will select from inventory table here. This is our product ID and this is the inventory quantity. Then here this is txt ID. So we will concatenate our record set in existing or current txt product ID. This one, txt product ID, and our inventory plus inventory, this one, whatever we enter, then it will update. Example, we have 10 plus quantity 10, it will update to 20. Okay, then we'll close this width by in width. So now it's already updated our data or inventory into our inventory table. But since we are putting also our history, so we need to add another code after our update. So we need to make require our quantity on hand dot require, then me dot product id equal txt. So this is this product id, this is from our history, this one, product id here, this is our product id. So if we will click this one, whatever id in our txt product id, it will fail. Our product id, item code, it will fail also here, description, it will fail. After click this one, synchronize, if we click automatically whatever data here, it will fill all our fields in the history, just to track our current transaction. So product id equal txt, I will choose txt product id, then here me that item code, this is from history, equal me that txt item code, then me that description from history, then this is from inventory, txt description, me that item price. So we need also to include the item price, because every day, let's say if you have a price increase, so it will also include into our history of transaction, equal me that txt item price, then me that txt stock in equal our me that quantity in, this is from here, because this one it will only update our inventory, but on our history this is the one. All of this one, this will update into our history table. Then me that txt transaction, transaction type here equal, now I will not link with the other field, I will just put transaction type stock in, then double quote. If you're using number, so no need to put double quote, but if a text or string, we need to put in between the double quote. The next, I will put me that txt transaction date equal, now I choose now, so the current date, time in minutes and seconds. Then next I will put here, because message box is very important also for the user notification, because if we will not put message box, so it looks there's nothing happen in your transaction. So we need to put message box. MsG box. Then we'll take our record set, that record count. Then concatenate our message, which is items stuck in process. So this is to notify our user or the end user for our system, stuck in process. Then we'll put some VB information. This is a symbol. Then our message box title, so inventory updated. Then we will refresh current form, refresh. Then we need to, after click this one, we need to clear this text box. So here I will put me that quantity in equal double quote and double quote to clear. Then we will go to the next record. Again, if we will not put this one, it will override, because this stuck in also we will use as navigation button in order to proceed to the next transaction, to make this form clear, to avoid override. Do cmd that go to record, then act next. So we will go to the next record. Okay, we'll compile. Thinks everything is fine. We'll try. Look, it's blank and there's no transaction yet. Now I will select this. So whatever I selected here in our text box, or I will search using here hub. Look, if I select this one, this particular product ID here, meaning whatever transaction here, it will update this specific product ID. So now this is 50, so we will add another 50. Look what happened here. If I click this stack, I click stack, look, all the details here automatically pass into our history. If I click OK, automatically it will navigate to the next record to make this current form blank. Look, if I click this OK, this one also will clear. Look, it's clear. here also it's clear. Then we can select this, we can click this one just to refresh our record. Then again we can proceed to another. Here it's showing quantity on hand 0. We'll put 50. Again, if I click, it will update also here. Now if we will check in our history here, look, whatever our entries in our inventory transaction, it will automatically update also our history. Look, this one, stuck in 50 and transaction type stuck in, and this is the date, time in minutes, hours and seconds, and also the quantity, and this one the current. So whatever the current inventory, it will record also. So now it's clear, we can record or log whatever the stuck in. Again, I will add another to make this one. I will put 100. Okay, now it's clear. So since this one is now working fine, so we need to get rid of this one because it's look untidy, so we need to hide. This is the way to clean. Here I will make visible, then I will adjust also the width. I will make it 0. I will make it, look, I will make it 0, then I will make it 0, then I will make it 0. So all coming here, hidden. If we will open, it's clean. Still we have with 0, 0, 0, 0. Now it's clean. We can also here I will auto center. Here I will remove this one. I will remove also. Now it's clean. We'll adjust. We can adjust now our form. Again, we will check. This is our history for, so we need to try another because all our history field is hidden. We'll try if still working even our fields is hidden. 25 we'll add. Now it's okay, working. Okay, now we will proceed to stuck out also. This is very straightforward. We just only copy our stuck in code, copy, then I will go to stuck out, then I will modify quantity out. This one we will modify quantity out, and here also stuck out me.txt stuck out. We'll make sure to avoid any error. Me.txt stuck out, this one, and our quantity out here, and also the transaction type we need to change to stock out. Here also we need to clear our transact or quantity out. Then this is very important, this one. Since we are dealing this stock out, so whatever the quantity on hand, we will deduct here from our quantity out here. So we will change to minus whatever the current inventory less our quantity out. We will double check product, item code, description, stock out. Here also we need to change also our stock out process, our message box. Then we'll try. Look, we have quantity on hand 50. Then we will type 25. Then stock out. Look, 25. Again, we'll select another. Then this is 50. I will deduct also 20. So it should be 30. So updated. And now we will check our history table. Look, we have transaction type here, stock out, and this quantity also stock out, and automatically here stock quantity is 50. Again, another transaction. We'll select this 100. We can use again our search box here, 84. Then we can clear again 84. Then we will select this one. So 100, we will deduct 50. Duplicate. This is the error. We need to remove the index. That's why it's always prompt an error. Again, I will put 50. Clear. Again, I will select. I will add 50. Now everything is fine. Next, since we have already done our stock in and stock out process, 30, I will add also 20. Then 25, I will deduct 25. Now we dumped already our stock in and stock out. Everything is working. So we need to add Listbox to show the transaction or the history of our transaction. Okay, now I need to adjust first before we put our Listbox. We need to adjust our form here. Then we'll put down. Before we put our Listbox, we need to create a query for our history. I will double click, then item code, description, item price, stock in, stock out, then transaction date, we'll save. So this is query underscore history. So this is our Listbox record source, or raw source rather. Item price, it's okay. Then I will go to transaction form. Now I will add Listbox. Here I will cancel. I will make this one inbound. I will move here the label. So this is our transaction history. I will align to the left. I will make black, make it bigger to be more visible. Okay, we have search result for our list, and we have also transaction. So now we will fill with our raw source, which is in query history. I will drag. Look, it's only the history ID, because why? Here column count is 1, that's why it's showing only the history ID. Again, this is how to count the column: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 columns, so we need to put 8 here. I will put 8. Then column width, I will put first 0 to hide our history ID, then colon. I will also hide our ID, product ID rather. Then I will show the item code, so let's say 1 colon, then description, I will put 2.5 colon, I will put 1 first, 1 colon 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's only 8 here. 0, 0. This is our item code, description. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and another. I will put 1 also here. Look, now it's showing. So we will adjust. We'll adjust our item code. I will put header because here the default is no. I will change to yes so that the header it's showing item code description. Again, it's very small for our item code because I put only 1, so I will put 1.5. Then I will put a center, so this is history here, so that in our list box also it's coming. I will refresh, it will come also center. So our description is okay. Item price, we need to reduce a little bit. Item price is after description. Here, see 0.8 or 7. Item price. Stuck in, so it's very big. I will close first because if, as you can see here, it's too long stuck out quantity, so we need to modify that here description. Stuck in, this is the issue, that's why it's too big, it's too long rather. Stuck in, and here also I will save, then go back to our transaction form, lock stuck in, and also price we need to modify also. History, price, I need to put only price. Okay, so now we will adjust stuck in and stuck out. It's a little bit wider, so I need to adjust this here at least 0.8, and here also is 0.8. I will make it center. History, stuck in. Refresh, and transaction I make it wider. So now we have history, transaction, so we'll try. Here stuck in, I will select is 639, so this item we have 50. I will type here add 50 stuck in. It's not showing because it's going here down, so I need to modify our query history. So here I need to sort descending, so whatever the current transaction, it will goes up. Look here, if I enter the first, I will deduct 25, stuck out, look this one. So now we have history. I will type here quantity is 0, so I will add 50 stuck in. I will put 50 stuck out. It's coming 0. I will add another 50. Look. So I need to exchange this transaction date. I will put here because since this is the transaction history, so the date should be shown first. How? I just select this one, go to data, row source, here transaction date. I will put then description. So now the transaction date is here, so I need to adjust the column. I will make it 2. This one is item code. I will make 2. This one I will make 2.5. This is the description, and I will make 8. Again, still item code is too big, so 1.5. So this is the transaction date is too big also. I will just adjust to 1.5. Now we have a transaction. Again, I will search an item 512, product ID 14. I will add 50. It's 100. Then I will go to another item. This is 100. I will process stock out. So now we have a history. Every time we have a process in adding stock in and stock out, it will log the transaction history by date, time, in minutes, hour, and seconds. I will modify. So now we have a complete. We can search the items which we want to process the stock in and stock out, and we have also transaction history to record whatever our transaction in stock in and stock out, and whatever we select also automatically it will shown here. I will adjust a little small. Okay, so next we will make a report